천천히 가라앉아 나나나 몸부림 좁아져서 빨리 바닥나 나 모든 순간들이 영원히 돼 yeah 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 Feeling me now feeling me now do you have me yeah
This story is a fan fiction. I repeat, fan fiction. Everything that happens is imaginary. For those who don't know, I have always write what is going to happen next in story beforehand. So neither the story is going to change. Oh, and yes, I am referring your name as Yuna, and as I always read it like that. Still scoring through tweets, trying to figure out my next move, but I think it's enough for today, ma'am. Can we do our work, please? Why not? I have wasted too much time, I know. You have one photo shoot, an interview with Eric, which, what, just one? Just one? I thought we had more than 3. We did, but I moved them to the next schedule because of some technical issues and problem for our side. Then let's get over with this. I took my small handbag and got ready to go out when suddenly I received one call. Ben received the call. Ma'am, it's from the reception. There is someone outside wants to meet you and the person don't even have appointment. Raising my eyebrows, being little suspicious. Are we getting late for photoshoot? Ben looked at his watch and said, you have 1 more hour to spare. Let the person in. Ben gave my message to the reception and after 10 minutes, the door suddenly opened. What an ill manner. How dare you get inside like this? Don't you even have a common manners? I was surprised, not because of the Ben, but the person standing in front of me. Kenny? I knew she will reach up to me, but I didn't know this soon. Ben, go out for a while, but what if she harm you? Don't worry, she won't. After insuring him, he finally went out, leaving us alone. Oh my, Kenny, why don't you come in and have a seat? Do you want iced tea or something? It's hot outside. I said while looking into her eyes. She didn't say anything but ran towards me and grabbed my collar, pulling me. You are behind all this, aren't you? Made my Jungkook go away. It's your plan, isn't it? And here she is, yelling on top of her throat. Are you talking about Kenny? I have always been on your side. I forcefully pulled her away from me, making her stumble. Shut up. You can't fool me. Stop shouting, or I might seal your mouth. I gave her glare and went towards my chair to sit down and folded my hands glaring at her. You really have audacity to come here after causing so much trouble yesterday. Do you even know my fans are looking for you? And just think, what if they are down here and saw you? They will beat you till cop arrives. Kenny face pale. You are nothing but obsessed with my fiancé. Raise your voice again and I will shove this paper weight down your throat and nobody will come to save you because my office is soundproof. Getting up from my chair and went toward near her. You call me obsessed, huh? Well, I am, but I would have never interfered in my best friend's relationship if he was forced to stay with. Stunned by the statement, Kenny's eyes widened. What are you talking about? Giving her a smile? You really thought you could hide this from us? What are you talking about? Well, much salary. But but from her photos, I can clearly say they have given everything to Kenny, a good life. But the question was why? Why was she doing this? They would have showed these photos to Jungkook, but they were not that strong evidence. 2 years went by. I decided not to talk to Jungkook as I was way too worried about him being with Kenny alone. I didn't want him to get hurt because of me, but I couldn't see his condition. I couldn't see him begging more and more to talk to him. Finally, we talked. I was so happy. I thought my and Jungkook's closeness will make Kenny mad, but she did something to Jungkook, but things took 90-degree turn, making everything go in my favor. Meanwhile, Jimin was able to get his hands on the girl. Apparently, she who used to bully Kenny when we were in school. Are you going to tell me what the hell happened, or are you just going to cry? My name is Jess. I and Kenny, we both were best friends. You used to bully your best friend? He asked while raising his eyebrow. It was her. She was. Say it clearly, damn it! He shouted, making poor shiver in fear. Jess took deep breath and said, Kenny used to be the one of those crazy fans of Jungkook. She used to bring tiffin, banana milk, Valentine chocolate, love letters, but he never took any. Never noticed her. She used to hate when Jungkook used to wait for Yuna for hours outside her piano classes, carefully listening to her music without carrying anything. But I don't know what happened. One day Kenny was going towards Jungkook's class. I was there with her at that time. She saw the classroom was empty. Jungkook went towards washroom, even though she went towards his bag, and she saw one notebook in there. She took his notebook and started to read it. I really don't know what was in there, but she seemed happy reading that. After that day, she started behaving strange. She removed her makeup and was wearing glasses and one ponytail, looking all nerd. She even told me to bully her in front of Jungkook. And when I refused to bully her, she said she will leak our party photos on internet. And we were not adult at that time. We could have got into trouble. I did what she said. I bullied her in front of Jungkook. She was behaving all good girl in front of Jungkook. They started to spend time together. And you know the rest. She said everything while looking down. Jimin forwarded this video to me. This confession was enough for Jungkook to believe that the girl was crazy and fake. We were collecting those proof one by one and decided to keep tab on Kenny's action. For 1 year, Jimin's detective followed Kenny. He noticed one pattern in her behavior. She used to go to the hospital regularly. First, we thought it might be some girl problem or something, so we let it off. But there was something wrong. Reference to the last episode where they both were talking in Yuna's room. After Jungkook went back to his room, I called Jimin and told him Jungkook's behavior, how he was shaking, blaming himself, panicking. It was common to cry and shake after fighting with your partner, but panicking? And I know he never panicked before. He did cry and all. And I can't just ignore these symptoms of his. I told Jimin everything and something struck. I took deep breath underneath my breath, wished it would be wrong what I was thinking. I called detective and got him in conference with Jimin and asked detective if he had data of Jungkook's doctor who she was visiting every year. And thankfully, our detective had it. Detective Jimin and I went to the doctor's house and forced him to tell us what kind of treatment Kenny was taking. He didn't say anything and sat there looking all scared. I saw one frame of his family. family, huh? What would happen if suddenly their dad lose their job and never got any job ever again? Will they would able to have that bright future you want? Don't test my patience. It's midnight. I am sleepy. So just tell me what the hell she is doing with you. The information that doctor gave scared us to death. Kenny, that bitch, she was giving Jungkook one tablet by mixing it in milk and dinner. They were to unstabilize emotion which makes people depend on other people or they would be all weak. They had stimulants, antidepressants, medications, and this can cause even anxiety attack. After 3 years, for 3 years, she has been giving it to Jungkook, and that's the reason he was behaving like that. Well, why don't you tell me where is Jungkook's diary now? And can you please tell me what kind of name of those pills you were giving Jungkook? After hearing my statement, she froze, eyes widen. I can't believe you made Jungkook have those so that he can emotionally and mentally depend on you. Holding her throat, tell me why you did this. Tell me. You shouted at her and asked. I shouted, sorry. After 2 years, you went to London. Jungkook was having doubts about our relationship. He was having doubts about me. So to save our relationship, I made Jungkook have those pills. They were to make his emotion buffer and create unwanted doubts. Looked at her in range, and that's what happened. He started having doubts in small things, started getting emotional. That's why he used to cry a lot whenever you both talk to each other. Those pills made him uneasy. He started to think, I am the one who will take care of him. His doubts that were about our relationship started to get mixed with the emotions of losing you. And I made him think, even I will leave him like you did if he doubted me. Giving her tight slap, making her fall on ground. So, just to have him, you played with his mental health. Do you even know it could take his life? You know he can have major anxiety attack. Taking deep breath. Go. Go away before I do something I never want to. Before she can go. By the way, for your kind information, at this moment Jungkook is sitting with your ex-best friend and yeah, they are not having, not they